Okay, we had the transmission taken out and decided to put it on an engine stand to make it easier. So bolted 3 bolts right here. Plus I use my engine hoist, which is sitting over here, to pick it up, get it into position. Now I have the flexibility of keeping it here, turning it up and down, right here, turning it around to get easier access than just having it sitting on the floor. So that's the plan. So what we're going to do now is we already drained out when we pulled the engine the pan bolts here, so we're going to take those off and drain the rest of the fluid out so we can get that out of the way. The torque converter, which I have a suspicion is sitting over here in this pan. Just trying to drain all the fluid out of it. I think since I lost forward and reverse, that one suspicion is that this thing went, so I lost everything. The gears, clutch assembly, well, that's been slipping for about 6 months or more, so I figured I'd let it go, and never thought it would just die completely. So let's see what happens. Let's let this drain. But the fluid color is dark, so that kind of thinking that the clutches are burnt. There we go. Looks pretty clean inside. Here's the valve body. All the solenoids here. Okay, we got the transmission. Valve body cover taken off. What we want to do is check the solenoids. So we got a few solenoids here, 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 all the shifting solenoids. Before we take anything apart, we ohmed it out. It's about 17 ohms, which is in the range of 15 to 30 as per the specification. But now I want to make sure that the solenoids are activating. So I have a power supply up here, 12 volts. It's going to roughly take 750 milliamps per relay, it appears. So I'm going to set my current limit to about 800 milliamps, make sure we don't overdrive anything. And I'm going to use my probes and just tap, pull the connector out here, and just put the probes across plus and minus, and you'll see a little arcing occurring on the contacts. But you'll hear the relay. The relay you hear the relay activating, going in and out, in and out. So we test all of these. You hear that. Except this one doesn't appear to be activating very well. Not like the other two here. So this looks suspicious. Like it's not working correctly, even though it's ohming out correctly. So we'll have to read up on that. I'm not sure I can take this off. Or have to take the whole valve body off. Okay, now that we get the valve body off, we're going to start taking these bolts all around here. We got most of the bolts out. I got a few left. It seems like we're going to have a little down here. Okay, now we're going to pull the gears out. Let's pull this one out. This one should come out. There we go. And this one should come out. Wow. So we pull both of these out just like this. That's cool. There's a little groove, looks like, on the back end of this, but these little impinging bolts. Hold on, let me see if I can get a picture right here. There we go. Right here. Trying to get these suckers out. I got one down here, and there's another one right here. Looks like you really got to drive those out, and I'm worried I'm going to damage everything. So let's get this piece off. This bar. Let's see how that goes. Access now to the, if we look over here, it's the one of these, which is this tube right here, needs to come out. It's stuck in here. We can't pull the rest of the gears out without taking that out. So that'll be our next thing we do. Okay, what I'm trying to do is get this piece out in here. what we had to do is take the tubes out. See, there's no tubes left. There was 2 brackets. Unbolted the brackets and lifted the tubes out. Typically they go in these holes, and there's a little gasket on each one except for the reverse tube. That looks like it's just press fit, and that goes actually into this hole, into this mechanism here, which prevents you from pulling things out. So you've got to get that out first. So now we're working on getting this little bolt, which actually puts tension on back in here. You can see it down in here. Holds that in place. So that's what we're trying to do, get out the reverse gear section. The parking brake ball is here. I'm going to have to take this out. I don't know if this is holding things. We'll see. Okay. Date. Here's the tubes that were taken out. You can see this one doesn't have any kind of O-ring on it, where these have O-rings on them. 2 brackets are here. And there's all the pieces so far taken out. Get it going, since we need to make a little hook. Piece of copper wire. I'm going to go in here and hook it behind here and pull. Okay. Pull this mechanism out. There we go. Okay, took something out, put it back in. The back brake mechanism. If I want to take it out, just have a picture of it. Let's take this back out again. This is where the brake rides on. That looks okay. We gotta get this out again. Just want to get a picture of it. It has some meat left on it right in here. It's not much though. But I don't know how much it's really supposed to be. But for this age and age of the car, it's not worth replacing, in my opinion, right at the moment.